Yo, what's up, fellow van builders? It's Scott. Welcome back to Vandingo. Today, I'm going to show you how to install an improved horn on your Sprinter van. So if you're like me and if you ever tried to press your OEM factory-equipped horn, it's like a little peep-peep, not robust enough, right, to get people to pay attention, get out of your way, or what have you. So as a matter of fact, let me show you this. So the camera's pretty close, microphone's pretty close. So you might say, that's not bad, but it's a high-pitched peep-peep. It's like Herbie, the Volkswagen, if anybody remembers that from the old days. So I have acquired, using some research on the web, a dual-horned device. This Sprinter, all Sprinters I believe, come equipped with a single horn. Now you can go all the way up the ladder to like a compressor-powered train horn. To me, that's a little too much. Don't quite think I need that kind of nonsense. So more power to the people that love those, though. I just wanted a little bit more depth and sound, and I'm not sure what this one is going to sound like after I get it installed, but I'm sure of this, it'll be an improved performance over that. So let me just show you the equipment that I'm going to use, the product that I have here, and we'll get started. Let's get going. It's a bit of a heavy hood because I got the solar panels on here. So, I mean, one of these days I think I'm going to put hydraulics. All right, so let's take a look at what came in. This product is from Agile Off-road, and they've got a nice color instruction manual. And you can see this is a 2-horn setup. So nice, and it comes with a wiring harness that allows it to be plug and play, which I really appreciate. So we're gonna just unhook these Torx fittings. Got the Torx set here. These are TX Torx T25s. We have 3 screws there. And we're gonna pull that front grill piece off and get down to the wiring harness. And then we're going to detach some of this mounting bracketry here. We're going to disconnect the old horn. We're going to reconnect this new horn setup as we're rolling through this instruction manual, which I'm sure is on the web. And then you put the new horn in there, bolt it up, and there's a zip tie approach here, and then just reconnect it. And then we're going to put the front fascia back on. So fairly simple. I always appreciate color instructions, and you don't have to constantly go to your screen, your smartphone, your tablet, or whatever as you're trying to work on something. We got old-fashioned, real instructions that are incorporated. That's outstanding. So, all right, gang, just setting it all out here so you can get a good look at it. So directions, wiring harness, the bracketry that holds the horns, and the hardware that goes with that. We got our Torx ready to go. It's a T25 Torx ratchet set that we're going to use, and then we're going to get after it. We're going to take that grill off and get rolling. Kind of interesting to see where the original horn is to start here, but if you look right there, that tiny little device, that little peep-peep, that's the original horn. So we're going to take these screws off. They're T25 torque fittings. All right, there we go. Yeah, that's plastic. That may be metal. Actually, that's probably metal. This is definitely plastic. So these are clips, supposedly. Down here to confirm. I'm going to tell you, this took quite the yank to get this off, and when I did it, I pulled the camera out, and the camera's got a housing on it. And that housing, you can see the tabs that are on that housing that fit right inside this piece here. So it looks like it's meant to pull out. I don't see anything broken. So I think I'm okay, but it's a bit aggressive, I will say, pulling that out of there. But it's out now. All right, next it wants us to unbolt these two T25 bolts right here. Okay, done. And next is disconnect the horn and unbolt the horn. So this is crazy. Look how precise these directions are. There's a 13 millimeter bolt all the way in there, and that unbolts the horn. So we're going to put a long socket in there, unloosen that, and then disconnect this horn. Where's the screw? There we go. And it's out. All right, let's take this and push it up. It's up. Now it's supposed to unloosen and come out of there. All right, I do not know why I released this gray piece. You push that up per the directions. And this thing was the biggest bear to get off of here, so I ended up spraying it with some silicone spray. I think the challenge was this plastic and this plastic with heat over time were just really strong bonded. So got a spray in there, and it's a tiny little plastic thing here too. So maybe if you put your screwdriver under there and just popped it, that might have helped too. But this took me, I was at this for 15-20 minutes before I could get that baby off. So it's off now, thank goodness. There's the old horn. Looks to me like red wire on top, black on bottom. Red on top, black on bottom. I'm not sure it matters, but I'm going to try to follow that same pattern. Put that on there. Oh, not quite what I was hoping for. Okay, we'll tighten that up a little later. Completely crank it down. There we go. Done enough damage there. All right, now wiring harness. Let's see. It shows, what did we say? Black on bottom, so let's put these tab connectors in. Probably put some zip ties to clean this up when we're done, but let's get this in first. That one's on. The black one on. Okay. And then this one Yeah, because these two have double wires, so it's important to put them in the right spot. I don't know if you can see that. So there's two wires here that go on that one, and these are single wires with, looks like red on top. Got red on top and black on bottom here. There. So now I'm going to get some zip ties. I'm going to zip tie that. Click it here. It shows in the picture on the directions a zip tie there, but the kit doesn't give you any zip ties. One moment, please. All right, so we got a couple of zip ties. Put our first one right here. Per the picture and the directions. Get that one all the way down as best as possible. And then put another one right here. Cleans it up a bit. Okay, got a zip tie in here, a zip tie up top, and then we got the rest of the wiring harness. So we'll bring it around to the front of the van and get ready to mount it up. Okay, so where this is going to go back behind here and up against these tabs. So, and then the T25 torque screws are going to go across the front of those. Here's one there. Here. Don't want to over crank those. I can tell there's plastic, I think, fittings back there. I'm not sure. That's enough. This is your wiring harness. Sorry, I got something in my mouth here. Zip tie in my mouth. And it shows a zip tie right here, which makes sense because you got more wiring harness than you need. So we're gonna zip tie that. Take this over to the side. I don't know if it matters, but clip off our excess. And we can actually zip tie the bottom as well, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fish it behind the camera, wiring harness. And what this does, in my mind, effectively, is it keeps this away from maybe a hot radiator. So I don't know how warm this stuff's gonna get behind here. So I'm going to zip tie it appropriately and keep it out of the way, because I think it makes sense. I'm not going to tighten it too tight, so essentially all I've done, if you can see down here, all I've done is, here is the camera line, the camera cord, and I've taken this cord and have attached it here as well. So we got the last kind of piece here. I can do some zip tie work to clean this last piece up, and I'm just going to take this and attach it. All right, so that's all the way in. Probably should be able to hear this. Let's see what we got. Wow, that is way better. Holy cow. Glad I put that in there. That'll scare the dead. Okay. Particularly scare those people who are on their smartphones and weaving into you. So I love that. That horn's nice and loud. Camera pops right back in, no problem. Okay. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 tabs on the bottom. Wow. Is that crazy easy or what? All it takes now is 3 T25 screws. There's one. Two. And 3. Wow, that was easy. All right, this turned out great. I got to do it one more time. Are you kidding me right now? Anybody that's cruising along, right, and they're staring down at their smartphone and they start to veer into your lane. Before it was a little, like, VW Beetle beep beep, and now it's a real horn. That's going to get somebody to pay attention, get back in their lane, put their smartphone down, right? Don't pull out in front of me as I'm driving down on the right side of maybe a 2-lane road where they don't really look, but they pull out in front of you anyway. So, you know, let's be honest, horn is necessary in these times we're in, just to keep people's attention to, you know, that old-fashioned thing called driving. So there you have it. I'm very happy with this. Very easy to install. 1 out of 3, I'd give it a 1 for ease of installation. The engineering, the wiring harness, Agile Off-road did a great job. I'll put a link in the description below so you can figure out where to grab that if you'd like. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video and learned something from it, got some entertainment, please hit that like button. Please subscribe, and I'll be putting more content on the channel as we move forward with this van build. Thanks, everybody. Be good.